is Algebra 2, Lesson 62. We're going to do the complex roots of quadratic equations, and it starts on page 264. When we solve quadratic equations by completing the square, we find that we get some solutions of this form. X equals -3 plus or minus the square root of -5. Since the square root of a negative number can be written using Euler's notation, we can write this answer as x equals -3 plus or minus I times the square root of 5. They put the I in the back. I put it in the front just because it's easier for me, personally. You put it wherever you like. You can put it in the back or the front. Okay, so in this lesson we're going to complete the square, yay, to solve quadratic equations whose solutions are complex numbers like these. So, first example is solve -x plus 3x squared plus 5 equals 0. The first thing we need to do is get this into the standard form, which means we put the x squared first. So we have 3x squared minus x plus 5 equals 0. Now we need to get rid of the lead coefficient, so we're going to divide the whole thing by 3, which is going to equal x squared minus 1/3 x plus 5/3 equals 0. Okay, we're going to move this guy over to the side. So we have x squared minus 1/3 x equals minus 5/3. Now we're going to take the coefficient of the x, we're going to multiply it times 1/2, and we're going to square it. So 1/3 times 1/2 squared equals 1/6 squared, which equals 1/36. Okay, and we add that to both sides. So we have x squared minus 1/3 x plus 1/36 equals -5/3 plus 1/36. To get this side to say 1/36, we're going to multiply the top and bottom times 12. So this will be -60/36 plus 1/36 will be -59/36. And on this side we have x minus 1/6 squared, right? Okay, now we can take the square root of both sides, and we have x minus 1/6 equals the square root of -59/36. And sure enough, there's our negative inside. Okay, also plus or minus. We're going to move this over, and we're going to get rid of this negative. So x equals 1/6 plus or minus I times the square root of 59/6. Okay? Let's try another one. We have solve -2x plus 5x squared equals -3. So first we're going to put this in standard form, which is 5x squared minus 2x equals -3. We might as well leave that over there because we're going to stick it over there anyway later. Now we need to get rid of the lead coefficient, so we divide everything by 5. We end up with x squared minus 2/5 x equals -3/5. Okay, now we're going to take the coefficient of x, multiply it times 1/2, and then square it. So we have 2/5 negative times 1/2 squared, which is negative 2 over 10 squared, which is 4 over 100. Okay, we're going to add that to both sides. So over here we have x squared. It won't hurt to take this down and make it 2/50. Okay. And then we can take that down and make it 1/25. Awesome. Alright, so we've got 1/25. So we've got x squared minus 2/5 x plus 1/25 equals negative 3/5 plus 1/25. Okay, so this side is going to equal x minus 1/5 squared and this one is going to equal, we multiply the top and bottom times 5, which would be negative 15 over 25 plus 1 over 25, which equals negative 14 over 25. Okay? Take the square root of both sides. We have x equals 1/5 equals plus or minus the square root of negative 14 over 25. So x equals 1/5 plus or minus I times the square root of 14 over 5. And that's it. Try the practice problems in your book and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks!